My name is David Abraham. I've been a patient of Dr. Aston for the past over 2 years. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. My PSA level is 284.
What?
And thank God for Dr. Aston. Yeah, I'm alive today because the doctor's medication I was using was not working. And in 2 weeks, as a matter of fact, the doctors have given me up, like, say, the only thing we got now is chemo. And I said no. And I went to Dr. Aston. In 2 weeks, my brother, I started seeing progress. And from 284, I'm now 93. My PSA is now 93. We got to thank God for
Amen.
Dr. Aston. Continue to lift him up in prayer because he is a God sent.
Amen.
And as long as we do what he says we should do, we're going to be okay. Wow. I'm a living testimony. And I'm still making progress.
Wow.
I couldn't walk up my stairs. I was getting pain all over my body. I was so weak. And in 2 weeks, I kid you not, in 2 weeks, after starting Dr. Aston's medication, I'm better. And I'm continuing to do better.
Wow.
I want to encourage you guys, stay focused, stay positive, continue trusting God and believing, and do what he says to do, and you'll be fine.
My question to you is, when the doctors gave you those numbers, did you almost give up yourself?
Yes, of course. The thing is, there was anything else that they can do.
Wow.
All right? The only other thing that they left was to do with chemo. And I went to Dr. Aston, and I said, listen, I don't want to do his chemo. And he put me in his stuff. And in 2 weeks, the doctors, they were like surprised. They thought it was their medication. Until now, they don't know.
Wow.
That is the stuff that Dr. Aston is giving me that's got me alive. I kid you not. You see what happens is that the conventional medication is a lot of chemicals.
Yes.
And that damages your immune system.
Yes.
What Dr. Aston does is build your immune system to fight against that. So one works with the other.
Right.
Now, what Dr. Aston gives you has nothing to do with a chemical drug because his stuff is just natural.
Right.
Okay? So there's no interaction. Use an empty stomach, use it the way he tells you to do it, and that's it.
Now, can I ask a question? Does prostate does it run in your family? Is it in your family genes?
Yes, it is. I have a brother. I have an uncle that's got it. My mom died from cancer.
Okay. And
my
the reason
sister died from cancer.
Wow. And the reason why I asked the question, and Aston, you can jump in here. You know, Aston talks a lot about genes and how we can break the cycle. We tend to think that we can't break the cycle. So, you know, your father, your auntie, your uncle has it. So you assume that that's the way you're going to go out. But if you know, you kind of have a heads up because you know it's in your genes. So you should be doing something to rectify the problem early. Aston, you want to jump in here?
Well, yes. You know, what's amazing about David's situation, DJ Roy, is the way his family supported him. I probably have come across a handful of families in the 20-plus years I'm doing NuSpecies who really rally around another family member and support him. And I can tell you, it has been easy for David. He could have given up, as you said, but he fought on. And everything didn't go smoothly all the time, right, David?
No. It wasn't an easy road, you know.
Wow.
But thank God I persevered. And, you know, I listened to you. And I stuck with it, and I'm here today. Thank God for you.
And your doctors are surprised, right?
Oh, of course they are. You know, until now, they're thinking that it's the stuff that they're giving me. And they don't know that it's not that. You know, of my doctors, I have an oncologist. I have a urologist.
Okay.
I have a gastroenterologist. And with those three doctors, only the urologist knows what's going on. The other two don't know, which is the oncologist. He doesn't know that I'm taking this medication for myself.
Wow.
Because you know how some doctors are, right? They don't believe in this stuff, and you tell them, and they try to discourage you and tell you all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So I try to keep them away from that. Because this doctor told me the only thing he's got now is chemo. And I said no. And I said, let me do Aston. I did Aston, and in 2 weeks, I started progress.
Wow. It's safe to say you would recommend anyone that has any prostate issues to go see Aston.
Oh, my gosh. I did that.
Wow.
I've been done that. Yeah. I have family members that had other illnesses that I've introduced to Dr. Aston and helped them. I've got pictures to prove, to show that I have an aunt who had terrible fungus in her hands and her feet. And in 2 weeks, there's some magic about this thing. In 2 weeks, after taking the stuff, she came off for her high blood pressure medication, and on the fungus, it's been gone. I too was like astounded. I was like, in 2 weeks? But exactly that's
powerful
how
stuff.
It is that powerful. And
Powerful
I
stuff.
would recommend anybody, And the thing is about Dr. Aston, he doesn't really care about money. He just wants you to get better.
Yeah.
And you can't fool him either. Because he knows when you're not using the stuff, he tells you how to use it. Because I personally had strayed off a little bit, and things were not going the way it was. And he said, "Dave, come on." And I said, "Doc, listen, I gotta be honest with you. This is what happened." He said, "I know." And I started doing exactly what he said, and everything was going smooth.
Wow.
That's right.
God bless you, and thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Truly appreciate it.
God bless Dr. Aston. So let's keep him in prayer. Let's continue to lift him up.
Yes, indeed.
Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.